Kamala Harris advisor tries to attack President Trump on fitness, gets immediately embarrassed by CNN reporter. It is hilarious that now this is the new tactic. This is the new Harris tactic of attacking Trump, is to attack his physical fitness, which is just absurd. It's crazy. This man is out every day. He works. He's one of the hardest working people I've ever seen. He doesn't sleep. They say he sleeps like 4 hours, but you can't tell it. Like he been doing it for years, working as hard as he works with no sleep. Present. He's hilarious. We saw him on the Schultz show. Why they want to look at his cholesterol and stuff like that? Like, what does that have to do with anything? And even with the new studies of cholesterol, I can go down a rabbit hole about cholesterol, but I'll leave that alone for right now, because that's a totally separate topic. But they're attacking him, but they were silent on Joe Biden when we watch his mental acuity slip over the years, and they said nothing about that. But they're coming for Trump for no apparent reason. So we're gonna talk about it. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, share this out so we can get this information out there. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and hit that alarm bell so you know when I'm putting out new stuff. Also, check out my link tree in the description. It has a link to my Patreon. That's where I talk about things that I can't talk about here. There's also a link to my Instagram and my X account, so follow me there as well. All right, so let's talk about this news. Now, this comes from the Gateway Pundit from Margaret Flavin, and she reports that it is a strange day when CNN doesn't allow an avowed leftist to peddle their gaslighting unchallenged. But Kamala Harris's advisor Ian Sams's attack on President Trump's fitness was so absurd, especially in the light of Kamala's campaign strategy of hiding from the press. Even CNN couldn't let this nonsense go unchallenged, and I'm just as shocked as y'all are that they actually challenged them on that, because this guy's one of the most visible people in the world. He has done tons of interviews, had tons of conversations. Again, the thing he did with Schultz was hilarious. Like, he's funny. He's present in these interviews. He doesn't give word salads. What do you call him? He weaves in and out of conversations and goes back to the original question, which is hilarious when he brought that up. But it's absurd to think that something is wrong with this guy when he's one of the most visible people in the world. He's not hiding like Kamala Harris has been doing before her recent interviews, where she has to do because she knows she's doing terrible in the polls. But let's play this clip here. Here we go.
I want to ask you about something you posted on social media that is related to this. You posted a side-eye emoji in response to Trump dropping out of a planned interview with CNBC, alluding again to Trump's mental fitness. Now, the vice president was invited to appear with them but declined. She also declined to be at that Bloomberg conversation, or to have a conversation with Bloomberg, I should say. She also declined an interview with Time Magazine. Declining media hits really isn't an indicator of mental fitness, is it?
Right.
Well, I think anybody who thinks that the vice president's dodging tough questions should tune in tomorrow when she sits down with Fox News for an interview. And so I think she's out there.
Best believe I can't wait for that. Hopefully, Bret Baier asks some really tough questions, the questions that we, the people, have been asking her that she refuses to answer. And I hope he do not allow her to give these word salad non-answers.
They're taking questions even from really tough corners. Today, his appearance at Bloomberg was the first event he has done in one entire month with a mainstream media outlet. Everything else has been in.
Who cares about the mainstream media? They've been they're trying to destroy this man since he first went down that elevator announcing that he was going to be running for president. Of course, he refused to do the 60 Minutes interview because they refused to apologize about the whole laptop thing when he went to 60 Minutes before, and he talked about Hunter Biden laptop, and they basically called the man a liar. When it comes out years later that it was true, but that was really Hunter Biden's laptop. So I don't blame him for turning down these mainstream media outlets, because they've been adversarial the entire time. But he's doing town halls. He's still sitting down and having these conversations with some of these adversarial platforms. So they're just making this stuff up.
Conservative media or friendly spaces.
It's ridiculous that this guy even it came out his mouth and said that. But Sam's came under fire for more gaslighting this week when he tried to make a musical interlude that took place in Pennsylvania Monday night as being a strange Biden-like moment. Like, what? Because this man was dancing? These people are so weird. As Stephen Miller points out, there were 2 attendees in the audience who had medical emergencies. Rather than cut the entire event short or talk while EMTs were addressing the issue, Trump chose to have music played, which was nothing wrong with that. These people are so crazy, man. They're just grasping at straws because really they have nothing left. They know that they're behind in the polls, and they're just grasping at straws and throwing things out there to see what actually works. But y'all, let me know what y'all think about this. Leave your comments down below. Like, share, and subscribe, and check out jjthepsychotherapist.com for the latest in news. Until next time, peace.